Transition. How's it going tonight? We are trying this again. I think it's working tonight. It seems like everything's working tonight. Let me know if everything's working tonight. Oh, I didn't turn the lights on. Just give me a second. See, I'm not used to doing this on Thursdays, so... although, I think I need to change batteries. Because I don't think these lights are cutting it. Oh, well, sorta. Okay, they're sorta doing it. Hello, how's everybody doing? We're here. Whew. Jeebus. Is it working? No, Twitch doesn't look like it's working. God damn it. Wait, is it? I've got a green. My stream quality is good, is what Streamlabs is telling me. Is my stream quality good, everybody? Oh. I mean, it looks okay, I guess. Who do we have with us tonight? Where's the... Ooh, I can do that and come over to this, because got just a few things to take care of. Take my free chest. Take the discounted one, why not? What is going on with that stupid sound alerts thing? Oh, I didn't transition. There we go. That works. Clicking buttons and stuff. Huh. Joseph, how's it going, man? Welcome back to the stream. We're trying a stream tonight since last night's didn't work. Had to cancel it. So hopefully everything works tonight. And we'll rock on like we usually do. Not sure what kind of crowd we'll get. Maybe people come in as they see that it's going. But this is not on the usual schedule, so. Oh, Jellybean's got a baby due in March. Hard to get pumped up after this server. Yeah. I mean, well, there's a lot of reasons, but hey, positivity. Hopefully we'll hear the right things soon enough. Soon enough. As always, any questions, feel free to throw them out. Any opinions, questions, or comments, concerns. Basically, this week we've been just discussing the state of the game currently, the prospects for the game in the future. I know there's a lot of talk right now about the balance, about when the season is going to end. There's a lot of people that think apparently it's going to end in 4 days because of what it says on the Google Play Store. But I'm pretty sure that's just the launch event that is going to end in 4 days. I highly doubt the season is ending in 4 days. Okay, who was it up here? I think it was this guy. Yeah, this guy came and attacked me earlier. I think we need to go and teach him a lesson. What's the easiest route? Because these are going to take a while. We don't even have a war buff right now. God damn it. Well, that's just no fun. Arwen, can you mock battle anymore? Oh, we only got 11 points right now. That's no good. Better than nothing, though. Go for it. Yeah, that'll get you your next level at least. 48. Getting close. Getting close. I see people are starting to trickle in on the YouTube there. We got 3 people with us. 1 on the Twitch. I have 1. Best evil commanders for beating Balrog and Dragon. Ah, yeah, because evil doesn't really have the same Giant Slayer stuff. That's a tough one for me because I don't really do the boss things anymore. I just don't find them worth it. But if I was going to, yeah, because that's the thing. Like, there's if you're Isengard, Snagathrax. Oh, your commanders. Sorry, you're not units. Commanders. High damage commanders. So Lurtz, Agzok. That's actually, yeah, that actually makes it easier. Sorry. A lot on my mind this week, so I just totally misread that. Agzok, Lurtz. Any commanders that deal really high commander damage themselves would be pretty good options, in my opinion. Because then you can just bring them in with your troops and deal, extra damage on top of that and have them soaking most of the damage throughout the fight. So yeah, that would just be my kind of go-to, is just any high damage, probably physical damage, maybe focus damage, to be honest. Just any high damage commander. So if you do have like Kamul, Shadow, they may work as well with the poison damage. Sauron, if you've got him as like a T3, he does a ton of focus damage. Matater Tot, if a piece of gear says it's for axe throwers, does that mean only the T1 axe throwers or all axe throwers from the dwarves? I'm pretty sure, like, generally when a piece of gear names a unit specifically, it's only that specifically named unit. So what was I doing here? If we come into the barracks, or yeah, that's how I was going to do it. Just come in here. Come to the dwarven units. So yeah, these guys are actually called axe throwers. These guys are called heavy axe throwers. These guys are master throwers. So I'm pretty sure that piece of gear, if it says that it boosts axe throwers, would only apply to these guys, unfortunately. That's why I really don't like those pieces of gear, because I just find them way too restrictive. And most of them only apply to tier 1 and tier 2 units. I've seen very few pieces of gear like that offer bonuses to tier 3 units. Ugh. Even if they all fall under the axe throwers training ground, yeah. You can test it out to confirm. But again, from what I've seen, those pieces of gear actually name a specific unit. And so it's the name that matches up to that piece of gear. That's the unit that gets the bonus. Because you can see it on other pieces of gear where it will be a bonus to, say, light cavalry. Well, that's only the light cavalry unit for Rohan. It doesn't mean, any light cavalry or whatever. I don't know. It's not the same, because axe throwers, like you said, it is the catch-all name for their training ground. but the unit names are different. As I said, you can test it out to confirm if you'd like, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Yeah, it's unfortunate. If it does work, then it would be pretty good for the master throwers. But I'm pretty sure it does only work for the tier 1s. So I generally use those as strengthening and refining fodder. Alright, I think we got done all the stuff. Yeah, because everybody is still, we got full, our queues are full, we can do a build, but we got barely any stone after trying to go for our rank 6 or level 6 Marshall stable. That's going to be nice. What would it cost to speed up a 32-hour timer? Wow. 1,161 gems to speed up a 32-hour timer. That's a lot of gems. Oh wait, these ones carry over. Okay. I'm not using any more of those. I'll use all these ones. Nope, that carries over. Oops. These ones don't carry over. There we go. Alright. Cool. So that'll be done tomorrow. Yeah, welcome to everybody joining us now. We're trying to do a makeup stream since we had to cancel last night. Oh, Twitch is not working again. What is going on over here, Twitch? That's not cool. Streamlabs says it's fine. Why is Twitch being a bugger? Is YouTube working all right, or is it like lagging up? What happened here? The hell? What the hell is going on? Is it? Okay. I don't know. Maybe it's not working as well as I thought it was. Well, that sucks. I mean, it's not as bad as it was last night, that's for sure. Well, YouTube looks fine. All right. Well, we're going to transition on over here. We can continue with the Q&A as always. I will just see if anyone needs any troops. Doesn't really look like it. Legolas could use some. Okay. Oh wait, he was mock battling. That's why he's kind of low. Give you your troops now. Joseph, I just don't find it's worth the losses. I find you end up taking so many friggin' losses for the minor rewards unless you can beat it. Like, if you've got a group of people that you can attack one with and you can actually kill the thing, then sure, it may be worth it. But just to attack it for the warrior medal things, that's a waste. They don't give you enough for the troops that you've got to invest in it. And again, that's just me in my opinion. I have tried them in the past, but it's just, I just don't find, like I said, I don't find that it's worth what you have to put into it. Yeah, so I'm not really going to be able to get at this guy, am I? Alright. Well, we were going to, what was it last night? Do a deep dive into evil. Now I gotta remember, because like I'm just not in the like stream mindset on Thursdays, so I gotta remember what I was. Hey, Cody's with us. Welcome back. In my opinion, free-to-play players with full barracks, a single hit is worth a Matham coin. This is pretty nice. Yeah. Yeah, no, I will say that. Like, if you've got a full barracks, and that's why I was trying to press that was my feeling on it. I'm not necessarily saying that everybody is going to feel the same. It's just why I don't necessarily have as much experience with bosses. I just haven't put as much time into them. Because it doesn't take a lot of damage, I don't think, to get that Matham coin, does it? Like, to get enough medals for it. And if Matham coins, I'm pretty sure Matham coins do carry over to the next season. And if that's the case, then it would be a decent way of stocking up some extra Matham coins for the next season. So thank you, Cody. You actually bring up a very good point there. Yeah, I gotta think about that more when I'm talking about it. $1.6 million. What happens when you don't log on to your evil account for a few days? Yeah, so there you go. And again, like I said, I would suggest, if you're going after them, again, like, go for straight high damage commanders. Do you find, Cody, that there's a difference between going with physical damage and focus damage? Do you find one more effective than the other? Or is it just a matter of, you know, bring as much damage as you can? So I have talked about my ring build in the past, but while I am here spending these points, for anybody that's curious as to why I dumped all those points down here, I know there is a video going around about a new method for grinding XP. Somebody was talking to me about it the other day. I'll admit, I was kind of grilling them about it because I was curious, really wanted to dive into the numbers. And from what they were telling me, from what the video says, this method is good. I'm still a little bit confused on the method, but all it really seems like is just sending a commander at a high level tile, like a level 40 or something, you know, a mysterious spring, something like that, and just letting them grind out draws until they run out of stamina. Again, there's a video on YouTube discussing it, going through the process in detail, and they've got the numbers for experience and everything. So it may very well be a better method for grinding commanders than mock battles. I don't know if all the numbers have fully been like crunched and compared, but it's at least another method that's definitely effective. But I'm just still so comfortable with my mock battle tree and my mock battle build that I get control first to get 30 ability points, and then come down here and fill up my mock battle tree. And then I start looking for other points, and the one that I go to generally afterwards is the stamina tree to actually take advantage of the reduced stamina cost. Get me an extra 10 stamina to put into it. Yeah, good commanders are better. Dwaylen, Eowyn, they've both got Giant Slayer. Oh yeah, this is evil. Because as far as I know, even though you can't see the tag on them, the Balrogs and dragons do count as large creatures. So the Giant Slayer. Oh god damn it! Here comes King dead with his DDoS. Leave it alone. No, just let me stream in peace. I let you have your stream today. I didn't do nothing to mess with yours. You just leave me in peace, man. How's it going? How is it going in King Dead land? Yeah, so we are over here, I believe. Because this is what I was getting into last night. Check your sound. I'm going to host. Oh, God. Oh, God. I think we're good. But, I mean, I just never know anymore, to be honest. I always think we're good. I gotta enlarge this and then go over to the alert box and, okay, hosting, hosts. All right, it's at 20% sound volume. I think that's good. I've hit the save button and everything just to make sure. So I think you're good. I don't think 20% should be that bad, but I don't know. Maybe it's like, maybe their 20% is a lot louder than my 20%. So, like, just hang on to your seats, everybody. King Dead's gonna host me. Yeah. Jesus Christ! 20%'s way loud. At least, like, is that just... Was it as loud for you guys as it was for me there? Because that was loud for me. I don't know if it's just my headphones. I got one of these headphone things where I can, like, adjust the damn volume on it. So, I mean, I don't know if that messes with it. But god damn it. What number am I what number am I supposed to set it at? I don't get it, man. Sorry everybody if I did blow your eardrums out. No, I just got out of that screen. Anyway, one of the things I had mentioned last night, if it went through at all, was that I wanted to try and start using the stream to actually collect some footage. And one of the things I was wanting to do was do kind of a deep dive video into commanders, troops, and really talk about them and their abilities and some of the intricacies. So I figured we would start with evil commanders because I had the tier list videos that I was working on, but again, I don't really think they're going to matter if these changes go through. It's going to have to be a whole different kind of tier list at that point. But we can still talk about the commanders individually. So, if there are any evil commanders that anyone wants to talk about to begin with, we can start with them. Otherwise, we can just kind of start with a random one. Just curious, are Grishnack or Gothmog particularly OP? Gothmog can be pretty good. I'm considering trading their metals in for T3 materials. Feel free to answer this during T2 commanders if easier. Well, you know what? Why don't we just start off with Gothmog and then talk about Grishnack to compare. Jesus, that rain's coming down again. Okay. But Gothmog here, he does have the second in command tree, which I'm pretty sure most people that have been around the channel now for a while know that I really like the second in command tree. It just kind of gives everything to what the commander and the army is looking for, kind of thing. It gives your commander focus, which is going to help with healing or focus damage that they're going to deal. It reduces damage dealt to your army. It increases their damage, your melee units' damage, and gives another little focus boost. But then discipline, just increasing the defense for your whole army. And anticipation, the allied unit with the lowest defense, getting a percentage chance of avoiding all damage from the next 4 attacks. Generally, this is reserved for use with Reapers, but it can work with any low defense unit. It's just Reapers have that skill that their damage increases from round 5 onward. So this kind of gives them a really nice buffer that allows them the opportunity to have the max number of them, kind of thing, survive until round 5. Hey, that rhymed. The Overlord skill. This works the way everybody thought Snagathrax worked, where Gothmog will deal 30% damage to one allied target. That target gets a 2.6% at base increase to their damage, modified by his focus stat. So it's not like Snagathrax where Gothmog deals the extra damage. This actually does increase the damage of the unit that he damages. And then that damage bonus is modified by his focus stat. So again, getting the focus from this, getting the focus from this is just going to increase that damage bonus. He also gets Phalanx, which means your melee units get a physical damage reduction, or a physical damage received gets reduced. Damage mitigation, that's what I was looking for. And then he does get Fortify, so that while defending, your allied units get more physical damage mitigation. Fortify is good in PvP, I find. You can kind of stack them up, especially for stacking on structures, if you're wanting to defend keeps. But I do find it kind of limiting because, you know, it doesn't give you any bonus at all when you're attacking someone. The Crippled at Respect 3. All of his allied units, each attack has a 4% chance to cause maximum damage. And again, that just increases as you level it up. But his normal attack decreases. Once you get it to max level, it reduces the effect of this damage decrease. Open Wound is a great heal block for 2 rounds, so it's definitely worth going into. And then he gets Resupply here, which is a heal modified by the focus stat. So all of the focus you gained here is just going to benefit Resupply. If you do get him up to Respect 5, this is the one everyone likes, because you can get Morgul Lieutenant. So the first 3 rounds, your Orcs and your Trolls deal extra damage, extending it to the 4th round at max. And then over here you get Grond. This increases the siege damage by 28 at max. Siege in Elven King's Keep! Go King Dead! Woo! Everybody cheer for King Dead. Rock, like, give him your motive. You know the words I'm looking for. Support. Moral support. That's it. You guys got this. You go take that tree. But yeah, Grond. plus 28 siege at max. So this guide, most people put alchemists on him. You get your base of 30 siege plus the 28 siege from him. That gives them 58 siege. And that's not even including any bonuses you get from gear, because there's tons of gear. Well, maybe not tons, but there are pieces of gear that increase the siege damage of certain units. And he also gets Orcish Warlord down here. Increases the speed of your orcs and gives them some damage mitigation. Not the greatest. I mean, I probably wouldn't go into it myself, but it's there. It's available. So, in my opinion, and I mean other people would probably agree, I've seen a lot of positive comments about him, Gothmog is definitely worth investing into. You want to get him to respect 5 to take advantage of Gron, that's for sure. But he's got a lot of options depending on what you want to do. Personally, I would probably focus again, because I love the second in command tree so much, I would probably end up going with this tree, max out this, and then extra points probably around here somewhere. But yeah, he's definitely a decent commander. Whereas Grishnack, unfortunately. While we're still on the topic of Gothmog, though, Dawson Kaiser asks, do you think a Gothmog build with second in command and the crippled, running mountain trolls, crushers, and reapers would be a good comp for fighting the dwarves? Let's just go double check, but I think you're on to something. So you said the second in command tree. Yeah, that's definite. With your composition, because the mountain trolls and the reapers are made for that tree. And then yeah, the crippled. Oh wow, yeah. And then if you had open wound, that would prevent any not any, but most of the healing that enemy commanders are going to bring. And if you had yeah. Oh, alchemists? Oh. Oh, okay. Alchemists for the crippled. Maybe, yeah. You know what? I hadn't thought about that. Dawson. Wow. Try it out. It might just work. I mean, in theory, it really should, because with all that metal they're wearing, you bring that much fire at them, they'd be jumping out of their armor. So, I mean, I like it. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, that was a real swing from Reapers to Alchemists, though. I haven't had time to check, says King Dead. But did they change siege to percent instead of a number? Wait, what? 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 What is this nonsense about changing siege to a percent and not a number? Where did you hear this? Okay. Whew. I don't know. It still looks like a number. Check it. Oh, wait, you mean... No, oh. No, that's, I think, people misunderstanding. Because, this is still 16 million here. But if I come to a keep that's actually occupied, it's a percentage. Yeah, no, I know that, but it still has, this has been the same since beta. I don't know if other people maybe just didn't notice, but once it's taken by somebody, then it changes to a percentage for some reason. But as long as it's unoccupied, then you can see its total health. It's weird. Like I said, but I noticed it back in the betas. I just didn't say anything because I just thought, okay, whatever. It's a weird little thing. I'm wondering if that's, if that's the case, if a lot of people are kind of just noticing it and thinking it was a change. But I remember it from beta. Either way, you have a treehouse now. Nice. Claps for King Dead. Yeah, I would prefer it to... But the thing is, once you start attacking it, it changes... Or, okay, well, no, you were actually just attacking it. Or, yeah, no, it does show the percentage when you're attacking it, doesn't it? Wow, we got a real storm going now. I got thunder and lightning out there. How the hell do I have a better connection tonight during a thunder and lightning storm here? I guess, I don't know, it wasn't me that was getting affected last night. Anyway. But yeah, it would be nice if they just chose one. Yep, it probably is. If it hasn't already. Well, we got 3 people with us on Twitch, so thank you all for checking us out on Twitch tonight, for joining us on Twitch. Hopefully the connection over there, it seems like it's working all right. So cool. All right. Grishnack, that's where we were going. See, we're getting back to it. We can get back on track sometimes. The train of thought tries to run away on us, but you know, we can get back there. All right. This isn't the page though. I did it again. Because I don't have all the commanders. So, Mr. Grishnack. Unfortunately, I thought Grishnack was going to be okay. I thought he was going to be like a diamond in the rough type thing that people were going to say he sucked and he was going to be pretty good. At Respect 5, like, what did I even... Because he's actually somebody... I had him down here. What did I have him down on my tier list? I had... So I had Grishnack at Respect 0 to 1, Respect 0 to 1 down here. I had him on a straight F. At Respect 3, I also had him at an F. And at 5, he finally jumped up to a D for me. Because he just, like, this skill here sucks. I maxed it out when I had Grishnack. Because I thought, it's got to be good. Like, it's got to be better than it seems. Yeah, it gives a 2-round heal block, which I love heal block, but it's just, This didn't seem to pay off. The Warband leader tree down here is kind of a waste. I mean, +7 siege when you know that you've got Grond over on Gothmog. It's like, really? 7 sucks. Just not even worth it. You can get extra resources if you want. And, I mean, you can get March Speed and he acts as 2 commanders. Woo! Not really what you want when you're bringing him into a fight. So, we move on to the Survivor tree, where from round 5 onwards, allied units receive 30% less damage at max, and at max it takes effect in round 4. So, I mean, that's something. 30% less damage from round 4 on. The only problem with that is, you know, units like Cavaliers get their damage bonus in the first round. Sharpshooters, the first 2 rounds. You know, it's a lot of first round or first 3 rounds or things like that where these big damage bonuses are coming in. So by the time this 30% damage thing kicks in, you've already lost most of your army. He gets deafness up here, which, okay, he gets some extra focus and speed. That's wonderful. And he gets prudence here, which avoidance is nice, but again, it's not full avoidance here. It's for the first 2 rounds, all your allied units get a % chance of avoiding 30% damage. So, or avoiding damage. Wait. Okay, see, this is one of those times where reading it, you need to be careful. Let's figure this out together, people. How do you all read this? Because, like, first 2 rounds, all allied units, 7.1% chance of avoiding damage. Damage minus 30%. The way I'm actually reading that now is even worse than the way I was reading it before. I thought before it was saying that they had a % chance of basically avoiding 30% damage or something. But no. I think they have a % chance of avoiding all damage, but their damage gets reduced by 30% for the first 2 rounds. Which is even worse than... He's a straight F. Yeah, a straight F at respect 3 and respect 0 to 1. And then Interrogator is an okay tree. I like it on other commanders. It's not a respect 5 tree. That's the ridiculous thing about it. This is respect 0 on what, like Sharku or something? Like on a friggin', where is it here? No, Gorbag? Yeah, Gorbag has the exact same tree at respect 0. A tier 2 commander has this at respect 5? Really? Come on. So, like I said, for me, Grishnack's just the best he can ever do is a barely passing grade at respect 5. He hits D. Because, yeah, these 2 together work well, and Laceration is great. But the rest of his kit is just pretty terrible. Don't like him. Don't like him one bit. Can you do it for Mouth of Sauron? I can. Mr. Mouth of Sauron here. You can see now, like a lot of people ask as well, before I get right into his stats, a lot of people ask how to look for gear type thing, or what skills to focus on. If you look at their stat tree and just look at their base stats, it gives you a good idea of what they want to focus on. So right here, you know that, okay, I want to boost his focus mainly, and then secondary, I want to boost his speed. His might, not really looking for anything with might. Gothmog? Who's Gothmog? Proven better, true science fact. Yeah. Gothmog is better than Grishnack. Like, just before I delve right into never mind, I can't find Gothmog. Yeah, Gothmog, I have him at an A when he hits respect 5. He goes DCA for Gothmog in my book. I like Gothmog, he's good. But Mouth of Sauron. Back to him now. So, he's got some interesting stuff. He's a crazy debuffing mofo. He's got the Black Numenorian here, so his normal attacks inflict an additional % of focus damage, and he gets extra focus. Dark Mantle just increases the physical damage received by all enemies, which is great. Black Arts, I love this one. Deals focus damage, but gives you a heal block as well for 1 round. So that's a really nice one. Oh, the game is starting to lag up. Thanks. What are you doing, King Dead? Harbinger of Darkness. There we go. I can speak words. First 2 rounds. allied and enemy units damage minus 5% at base. So that goes up to minus 45%. Or no. Is that? No. What the? Maths. Is that minus 45%? Something like that. Maybe. Maths. Yeah. Numbers. Effects extended to 3 rounds, though, at max. Whatever that percentage is at max. I'm playing in my treehouse. You can't blame me. No. I can't. But yeah, for the first 2 rounds, it decreases the damage done by both allied and enemy units, and then at max, it extends that to the third to 3 rounds. Against 2 enemy targets here, it inflicts madness, reduces their defense for 1 round. Hey, thank you very much for that follow, Abachos. I definitely appreciate that. That goes to 35%, or not percent, just defense minus 35 for 1 round. And then Enfeeble increases the damage received by enemies subject to madness. So Enfeeble, lagging up again. And Master of Mischief pair up very well together. How does this? No. So even at respect 0 to 1, this guy can be really good. If you don't end up getting him to respect 3, he can be pretty good. But if you do get him to respect 3, he gets Messenger, and for the first 5 rounds against an enemy commander, it reduces their normal attack damage, which is always nice, especially against certain commanders like Legolas, Haldir, Aragorn, Dwalin. Some of these commanders, yeah, Dwalin or Dwalin, Doug, whatever you want to call him, King. This reduces their attack damage, and then at max, that reduction persists for the entire battle. So it doesn't wear off after those 5 rounds. Shutdown. Enemy commander, their might and focus is reduced during combat. So again, like this, literally, as it says, it just kind of shuts down the enemy commander. Disruption against the enemy commander. 10% chance at base of being silenced for 1 round. You have Legolas R5, but you don't have Galadriel. And at respect 5, the Mouth of Sauron gets Lieutenant of Barad-dûr. Orcs and trolls, damage dealt, increased. And then he gets an increase to might, which is kind of useless, to be honest. But whatever, you get it. Orcish Warlord as well. The one that, like I said, not really great because it increases their speed and reduces the damage received. It is what it is. Like, it's okay. And then Dishearten. This one is actually good, though. Enemy units reduces the damage received by 21% at max. So this is one that if you were to go on the Discord and ask people, what's your opinion of the Mouth of Sauron? I would not be surprised if most people just came right back and said he's crap. Because I don't think people understand how to properly make use of him. But he's a good freaking commander. Like, with all this stuff that he offers, Mouth of Sauron is good. Ah, nice, you got Theoden. Oh, grats on that one, buddy. He's a beast. And, like, if they do make these friggin' changes that they're gonna make, he's gonna be even more beastly. Just, I don't know, like, at that point, the wargs will actually be good. What build troops for Gorbag Respect 3? Alright, we will drop down here and talk about Mr. Gorbag. So you've got them at respect 3, you said. So for Grey Leader, as you can see here, your orcs will get a damage mitigation and increase in HP. So right there, that's kind of telling you that you want to go, if you have invested in a Grey Leader, then you'd probably want to be sticking with mostly orcs. Same with your Orcish Warlord if you've actually taken that. Your March Speed. Yeah, at that point, because I think that's the only thing that's specific for Gorbag. The build, though, what level is he? Because Dress Wounds is a pretty good heal. I'm not of the same mindset as other people, though. I've heard a lot of people take this and then just run one unit to maximize the healing from it, which does make sense. Okay, 45. So I would probably say to max out your interrogator tree right away. Just like take, that's what, 15 plus 7, that's 22, 23. Plus 7, that'd be 30 points, I think. You just take 30 points and you throw it into the interrogator tree and call it a day. And then at that point, I would probably put, because you'd have, what, 15 points left? Well, I'm just going off your level. I don't know what kind of respect level, or respect 3. So you get 3 extra points. So you have 18 points left. So I'd go 15 into Old Orc and 3 into Dress Wounds, and then just max out Dress Wounds. Once you've got that maxed out, then I would go over to Grey Leader and max it out. Nice, yes. I keep forgetting about this because this is a new thing. These weren't like active in beta. So I keep forgetting to talk about these things when I'm talking about commanders. And yeah, leader is broken. Leader is stupidly awesome. Any leader commander is good. Because at max, like at level 50, you're going to have 80 command points. Somebody else is only going to have 75. So leader is awesome. I love leader. It's probably going to get nerfed at some point. But while we have it, have fun with it. No problem, Ayub. I hope that helps for sure. Like I said, if you do go Grey Leader, you're going to want to stick with mostly orcs, most likely. If you do want to run a different non-orc unit, probably trolls. Yeah, I know at Respect 5, he gets the Watchman of Cirith Ungol, which gives you a 30% damage increase to your orcs with a chance of succumbing to madness, but at max, your orcs become immune to madness. Enrage gives them another 30% chance of succumbing to madness, which, if they're all orcs, they're immune to, for increasing their damage for a round. And then the Corrupting Curse. Against one enemy target, just deals poison damage for 2 rounds and imposes a 30% chance of inflicting madness. So, Lust Lunio. There is a similar browser game called Tribal Wars, and there were people making bots that when turned on, it automatically send armies to sweep. And there are already people doing this here, or a community of TH. I don't think so. I haven't heard of bots being made to auto sweep or anything like that, but to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised. People make bots to do everything. So, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if if there were bots being made. I'm pretty sure in the first beta I played, there were people that had macros that they had made up for auto mocking. Like they would just go in, hit the button, and it would just auto mock all day. But that got done away with in the second beta that I played. And like I said, I haven't heard anything more about that kind of stuff since. So I hope not. Now, I noticed that it seems, anyway, like all the comments coming in are from YouTube. Is Twitch broken? Is Twitch just lurking? Like, that's cool. I'm not trying to pressure anyone into chatting. It's just like, yeah, feel free to join in the conversation. I say that 5 minutes away from going for break, but yeah, I mean, I like chatting with all the viewers. What do we got going on here? Agzoc out here doing stuff. Northern Canada. Get him some troops. Are there any other specific commanders that anyone has questions about? And we can cover them. Are there any units that anyone has questions about? Because I've also just realized if I am going to do this, I actually need to plan out the content if I'm going to be using it for footage. No Twitch works, but the LOTR Rise to War category on Twitch isn't that popular. I searched for a commander spotlight on YouTube and found you through it. Ah, okay, well that's awesome. Thank you for joining then, Lust. Hey David, how's it going? Still working your way to hobbits. Also finally got enough eagles to do some serious testing on the healing in Haldir. Nice. Hey, King Dead, man. Thank you so much for the subscription. Jeez. What a guy. King Dead, the King of Kings. See, that one wasn't as bad as the host. That one didn't, like, kill my ears. And I thought it was at the same sound level. But, dude, yeah, like, thank you. What a king. I just followed on Twitch and tried to comment, but it said I can't because I need to verify my account. And I was like, meh, can't be bothered, so back to YouTube now. Yeah, that's something that we actually, I don't know if everybody did go ahead and do it, but I did go through with those settings because I know when I was streaming on Twitch while the game was down, I had been streaming other games and checking Twitch out. We had a big problem with bots coming in and doing like crazy mass follows, and it seemed like they were only targeting small streamers. It was the same, at least for me, it was the same guy coming in every time with a different name, Haas or something like that. And apparently Twitch, the way around it was that they decided to implement this verification thing where that anyone that wanted to chat or whatever had to verify, and it does seem to have solved the problem. So I did implement those settings. I apologize if it's inconvenient for anyone, but security I think is a little bit, you know, it's an important thing. So but yeah, you can just jump back over to YouTube. One of the other reasons I do it on both. Wherever you guys are more comfortable watching this, you just go ahead and you watch. It's no problem, dude. I'm really hopeful on these hobbits. That's an interesting theory that you've got, man. I do like that, where you, because if I remember right, your theory was that you run hobbits on a commander, but you run 0 of them. Although I don't think you can actually... Yeah, I don't think you can, like, put 0 on a commander. You'd have to put the minimum amount of them on, and then let them all die, and not reinforce them. I think that would be the only way you could leave them at 0. So that's the only issue I think you're going to have with your testing, David. You just run 1 command unit worth. Okay, yeah, just run that 1. Shagrat, yes. Shagrat is another good one to cover because I like Shagrat. As long as everything works the way it should, I think Shagrat's pretty friggin' good. Screw what other people say. Not this tree, though. I don't like the Captor. Captor's bad. But the Reckless... like this guy he's all about madness, just madness, and damage increases. So each round he increases his damage percentage, but he gets a chance of succumbing to madness. He gets a might increase of 15. He gets break defenses here, so he deals physical damage and reduces the defense by a percentage of one enemy target. He gets Topple, dealing 50% physical damage once and imposes a 50% chance of being stunned for a round. But then it's, and I guess I'll talk about the Captor tree just for clarity. Against one enemy target, he stuns them, but it reduces the damage they receive by a large percentage for the next round. And then at max, that effect extends to 2 rounds. So... It's weird. He does get a 2-round heal block here. So, you know, if you think it might be worth it to put 2 points into this and 1 point into this for the heal block, that's up to you. But I don't think it's worth it. He gets Laceration here, which gives the continuous bleed for 3 rounds. But at Respect 3, he gets that Watchman of Cirith Ungol, which, as I said, for Orcs, it increases their damage by 30% at max. And has a chance of succumbing to madness, which they become immune to if you max it out. This also has that Enrage skill, which again increases the damage of your allied units with a chance of succumbing to madness. As long as they're all Orcs, they're immune to madness. And then Corrupting Curse, which deals poison damage for 2 rounds and imposes a chance of inflicting madness. At Respect 5, he gets Cirith Ungol Garrison. While defending, all allied units receive damage mitigation. And he gets Focus, which, sure, I guess that'll come in handy if you put it into Uruk-hai Captain. 35% chance of recovering HP after dealing damage. But really, if you've gone Watchman of Cirith Ungol, I don't know why you're going to then go Uruk-hai. He does get Discipline down here, though, which would give your army an extra 35 defense. So, for me, it would probably be the Reckless, Watchman of Cirith Ungol Garrison, Discipline, Enrage, probably Break Defense. And then, you know, it's probably a choice between... Actually, it'd probably be Corrupting Curse. I just find good commanders have a higher chance of being... of having immunity to stun. I always found Madness a little bit more effective. But you could choose between whether you wanted to take Topple or Corrupting Curse. Madness commanders seem very weak to me because they are 100% countered by only putting 1 unit type on a commander. Yeah, but not many people... I've never run into anyone, to be honest, that only runs 1 unit type because it is way too easy to counter. Well, he's another one that you'd really want to stick with orcs. If you go Watchmen of Cirith Ungol, you would want to go things like Crushers, Reapers, and probably Morgul Arbalests for a ranged unit. All three of those are orcs. Your Crushers are going to be your damage soaking unit at that point. If you needed to, you could throw wargs in, because wargs are also orcs. And then if you were finding that you were taking losses, too heavily, you could swap out either the Reapers or the Arbalests for Mountain Trolls, maybe, to give yourself some kind of taunt. But then, again, like that Mountain Troll would... Or no, the Mountain Troll works against Madness, so you wouldn't want to do that. So yeah, Crushers, Reapers, Arbalests, Raiders. Yeah. Like I said, for me, I don't find that you'd run into enough single unit compositions to say Madness is weak. I've had too much personal success with Madness to call it weak. I just realized what time it is. So I am going to just take a quick little break. I gotta go get some water. And then we will return in about 5-10 minutes once I have a quick little smoke as well. So, think about which commander we want to talk about next. Huh? Lucky you haven't met my Pippin with nothing but hobbits. And eat those hobbits. But think about what commander we want to talk about next, and or what units we want to talk about next. And we'll get that rocking when we return. And King, I mean, if you're not doing anything, I've been so out of sorts this week with the whole like change stuff that's been going on. I haven't been doing my due diligence trying to find interviews for this week. So I mean, if you're not doing it, I don't want this to sound like a, oh, my last resort's King, but just if you're not doing anything and you want to jump on when I come back, I always like chatting with you. You're always welcome. We'll set it up. Let me know. But we'll get that transition going here, and we shall be right back. Transition. Transition. We are back. Alrighty. Oh. Where can I put my water? Set my water there. There we go. Yeah, I don't think I would want to meet King Dead's army of all hobbits, though. That would be frightening. Or the things that use fire. I don't know what that conversation's about, so I'm just gonna leave it. Oh. Alright. What can we take here? That's a level 4. I think we're looking for what, 6s or 7s for yeah, 7s will do. We'll go and take something with Agzok, just to do something. As I said before the break, if anybody has thought of another commander or some more units that they'd like to talk about specifically, just let me know and we'll pull them on up. Otherwise, I'm just going to jump into somebody here shortly. Who would be Maltok and Khaldoon. Excellent choices. Khaldoon is definitely a worthwhile commander to invest in. The experienced warrior tree increasing his attack damage and then giving him extra damage against melee units at max. He gets hunt down, so after he attacks, he deals his damage is increased I had to make sure I was reading that right. After he attacks an enemy, the damage he deals to them is increased by a percentage, modified by his might stack for 2 rounds, stacks up to 2 times. I think it is just the percentage that increases for this. These do not. He gets collaboration here, so his attacks deal an additional physical damage. That's always a nice one to have. I think Boromir on the good factions has the same one. If you only have him at respect 0 or 1, Easterling is still a pretty good tree. His normal attacks reduce the enemy stats for 1 round, and he gets extra might at max. Iron Guard reduces the damage received by, as far as I've been able to tell, this is by for your whole army, even though it doesn't say it there. And then Evil Alliance, your evil men and orcs get a damage reduction. So this can be a pretty good tree as well if you don't end up getting him any higher in respect. But if you do get him to respect 3, he gets Spear Dancer, so he deals additional damage as well as poison damage. And the effect of that poison is extended by a round at max. His Envenom skill gives him additional poison damage. And then Brawler increases his damage against melee units. So that can just help him take down the front line a little bit quicker. At respect 5, he gives his melee units a 50% chance of reducing the damage received, and gives himself a focus boost, which, okay, sure. Tribal Tactics is always a nice one though. Evil men get a % chance of attacking twice. And then Quicksand is a really nice one. It increases the damage received by 2 enemy targets, as well as giving them a chance to be stunned each round. So like I said, I think Khaldoon is a pretty good commander. Even, you know, if you only get him to respect 3, then you can go with the Spirit Answer tree as well as Experienced Warrior. And these two trees together with extra points put into Easterling can do really well. But if you do get him to respect 5, then it is worth going into the Marshal of the Eastmark tree. Maltok, he's a bit of an interesting one because when I got him, I wanted to get him to respect 5 and go with his Warg tree, but it didn't pay off the way I thought it would, to be honest. So I would actually suggest sticking with his Pursuer tree and the Interrogator tree early on. The Pursuer tree is a common one amongst a lot of the evil commanders. It increases the damage they deal while attacking, and the damage bonus is modified by speed at max. Deepen Wounds deals physical damage and increases the damage received by the target by a percentage modified by your might stat. And then Overwhelmed deals physical damage and more physical damage after 1 round. He's got that same Easterling tree down here that reduces enemy stats. Gives him extra might, which is nice. Iron Guard for the damage mitigation as well as Evil Alliance. And then he gets the Interrogator tree at respect 3. So enemies that are stunned or subject to madness receive extra damage. And those bonuses are modified by your speed stat. Laceration, bleeding for 3 rounds. And then Restrain gives him a chance of stunning targets to actually make use of Interrogator. And then, like I said, at respect 5, he does get his Warg tree. So allies with Wargs deal 30% extra damage at max, and your Orcs become immune to madness. From on round 5, allied units with Wargs get a big heal, modified by the focus stat. And Beast Training, your units with Wargs get a large defense buff. On paper, this all looks really good. But like I said, it just didn't seem to pay off the way I thought it would when I was using him. And I think that had more to do with the Wargs just kind of being bad. So, like I said, personally, if I were to go with Maltok again, I would stick to the Pursuer tree, the Interrogator tree, and then probably put my extra points down into Easterling. And just say, screw the Warg tree at respect 5. Sharku, I think, is worth going into his Warg tree if you want, because you can do that with his Conspirator tree. His Arsonist is really good. So with him, it's a bit different. But Maltok, yeah, I just didn't think it paid off. Let's talk about at least one tier 3 tonight. And since we've talked about a couple more Easterlings, why not talk about their big bad leader, the one everybody hates to see on a 200 plus tile, Mr. Kiroon. This is why everybody hates to see him, because at the base level, he gets a crazy stun that affects all enemy units at max. He gets 2 heals, so one allied unit just recovers HP upon dealing damage. And on round 3, his allied melee units recover HP. Hey, I'm curious, what is your prestige at? I'm on server 90, I think, and I'm almost 1.5 million because it's an automatic L. What's an automatic L, King Dead? I'll take a look at... Oh, I'd have to jump back over to... David Moore, once I finish up with, I'll finish talking about Kiroon here, just to wrap that up, and then I'll jump back over to my main account and check out my prestige. So he gets the Easterling tree that we've talked about a couple times now. I won't go too deep into it again. It's the same thing as the other Easterling tree. Golden Visage, enemy ranged units can only cause minimum damage, and it reduces their speed. At max, enemy ranged units deal 5% less damage. So that's pretty good. Even just putting 1 point into this to make sure that enemy ranged units only deal minimum damage can be pretty friggin' handy. Shield training reduces the damage received by your ranged units. And Sandstorm, against 2 enemy targets, randomly gain one of the following debuffs. Either reduces the damage they deal or stuns them for a round. And then he gets Marshal of the East mark, the same as Khaldun at Respect 5. So melee units, 50% chance of reducing the damage received by 2%. So at max, that would be 30%. He gets that Quicksand as well. So he increases the damage received by a couple of targets and has a chance to stun them every round. And also gets Tribal Tactics. Oh, yeah, because it's an automatic L. Yeah, that's why everybody hates him. And yeah, so Tribal Tactics here as well, giving his evil men a chance to attack twice. So Kiroon is a motherfucker. I'm just not even going to sugarcoat it. He's a motherfucker. He'd be a great commander to own and get leveled up and kick crap out of people with. But I've never been that lucky. I've only ever had to get my ass kicked by him. So he's a good commander, though. He's definitely a good commander. I mean, actually, he's an evil commander, but whatever. Semantics. I've never gone and turned the game sound on. I just realized that. So I don't have to worry about muting it here. I should probably click the button, though. Server 1. Log on. Reboot. All that fun jazz. Alrighty. See, I'm curious to see what my prestige is at, too, because I actually don't think I've checked it in a while. Oh, see, I'm only at 105,000 prestige. I haven't really been doing anything. What the? Unknown user is back. How's it going, my man? Welcome back. We're trying this again. I had tried to say last night on the whatever we're gonna call that. I had tried to say that I was going to try and do a makeup stream tonight. So here we are. Trying to do the makeup stream. Things seem to be working better tonight. So, but I wasn't on top of it at all. Missed that with the loading screens. Yeah. Yeah, no, I wasn't on top of things today. And so, like, the announcement, like the YouTube thing even, it just got scheduled at, I don't know, 20 to 10. So, a little bit impromptu, last minute. But, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? We got red arrows marching all across here. Who's this? Well, thank you once again, unknown user, for joining us, though. Glad you could make it. I've turned off the... Oh, you just... No. Play nice, King Dead. I've turned off that like ad manager scheduled ads thingamajig that was causing you to sit through the 4 ads or whatever that was. So hopefully you're not getting bothered by ads tonight, unknown user. I think I need to get used to how to run the manual thingamajigs, but yeah, I mean, especially if you're gonna be you know, my first sub on Twitch, I can't have you being hassled by ads. That's just being an ass. Because I think I also put the ad-free viewing thing on. I can't remember. I was clicking buttons and doing things. Oh my God, look at all the markers. I will admit I started ignoring those after a while. Only what we need from you, my man, is war in next season. Only lessons we didn't get from you. Yes, because I didn't even really get into PvP this season. And, you know, it just... Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get to display any of the PvP stuff. So I think that will be better to do from a leadership position, like leading a warband. Because I'll be able to actually kind of let you in on my thought process for choosing targets, strategizing, you know, all that kind of stuff, attacking, defending. Like, I'm not part of that decision-making process with this group, so I can't share any of that insight. But again, if I am playing next season as Mordor, like I was intending and still am intending, then I will be able to share those insights. Yeah, we don't have a war buff, so this, like, God, these would be a pain in the ass to try and take. Have to throw everybody at them, and I kind of want to keep them guarding in case these people try attacking me. So, what do we have? She's still mock battling for half an hour. Legolas, you're not doing anything. 57,000. What can we do with Legolas? Well, we got a tile we can take. Although I'm getting close to my limit. All right, 202 at a 216. Yeah, we'll take it. Whatever. Yeah, I mean, ads are fine. It's a way you get supported, but having ads in the middle of talks. Yeah. Yeah, I can understand how that would be. So, especially when you said there was like 4 ads or something that you had to say, it was like, what the heck's going on here? No, we got to deal with this. So, I figure I'll just like turn them all to the minimum or whatever until I can actually get a handle on how to run them. And at that point, maybe I'll figure out. Sorry about that. You have to... Wait, what? You have to run 2 fellowships, King? How the hell are you going to do that? 4 ads of 20 to 30 seconds? Oh, God. Ouch. That's rough. Well, hopefully that's not happening to you tonight, unknown user. Hopefully you're having a smoother experience this evening. I'd like to reach this guy, but again, like, god damn, I have to get through some of these things without a war buff. I mean, I guess I could take this tile, take this one, and then, yeah, I'd still have to take this thing out. I'd be next to this guy. Ah, yes, actually, unknown user. I was just over talking about evil commanders. If you have any questions about evil commanders or evil troops, I can jump back over and get right back into it. So I just come over here really to check my prestige, which is only at 105,000. Again, because I just haven't been doing anything. I didn't get to do anything against the AI. I haven't been into any PvP. So oh yes, and Andreas Batros. Oh, frustrating. Like, diplomacy in this game is great. I love the ability to be diplomatic and reach out to other factions, create alliances, you know, treaties, all that kind of stuff. But as you say, trying to get everybody else in a faction on board and stay on board, oh god, that can be such a headache. What was it, King Dead? You can support me on this. Like, in the beta, when we were Mordor, we had that treaty with Gondor, and I imagine the Gondor people were feeling the same way. There was like 2 weeks. It was just constant. Somebody would be popping into chat, you know, oh, either a Gondor person is attacking Mordor stuff down in southern Harad, or whatever it was, southern Khand. Because we were like battling it out at a crossing down here. We had a peace treaty at this border. But like every day, somebody would start attacking one side or the other, and there'd have to be somebody go in and keep the peace. Just be like, yeah, don't worry, it's just a rogue doing something silly. So, yeah, trying to keep the peace sometimes can be a real hassle as a leader. And just observing that as a member can be really hard. Oh, really? This guy's brand new. This is so sad. Aww. Wow. This guy literally just started. Oh, okay. I mean, that works, I guess. Them dang southerners from Mordor ruined us, right? We are about to fight for our capital. I guess you call it, but I know we are gonna lose. Which capital are you fighting for, unknown user? And you're Rune, okay. So do you know what the strength of the opposing army is? Like, do they have enough 50s to just run over these 45 defenders, or do you think that these 45 defenders would actually give them a bit of a fight? Because if they'd give them a bit of a fight, I got a tactic for you. If you can convince people to do it, you can probably win. Oh. Never mind then. Because yeah, you would need a decent amount of people ready and willing and capable of defending it. But if you've seen my video on the defense of the Black Gate from last beta, you know, that is a very solid tactic for defending a structure if the defenders are going to give the attacking army a hard time. But again, you need a fair number of defenders, like defending players, sitting back waiting to stack defense on it once these guys die. 10 to 20 active members, but only 3. Okay, well, it might still be worth trying. I mean, really, if it's your capital, anything's worth trying. My suggestion would be to have everybody that you have active and ready to defend just sit and wait while the attackers go at these defenders. Let them wipe out. Oh my god, you've got Erebor and Mordor hitting you? Oh god. Oh, that's not good. Okay, If they don't know how it works, they could end up fighting each other. Again, what I would suggest, unknown user, see if you can convince the people you've got defending to let the attackers hit this until they wipe out most of, if not all of, these 45 defenders. Because they're going to have to use commanders, they're going to have to use troops, they're going to have to use stamina to get through all of these guys. Once this number runs low enough that you're concerned, you know, maybe at 5, 3, whatever, remaining, then get everybody to just send all the commanders they have. Honestly, it doesn't matter if they're low-level, weak commanders. Just load up every single commander you can put troops on and stack them on this thing when it runs out of troops. Because then they're going to have to get through you guys. And if you guys can hold out for an hour while the recovery timer runs down, then these 45 defenders are going to refresh. So like I said, you let them kill these guys, then you stack your own defenses on and just try to hold out for an hour. You might be able to do it, because the other thing is, while they're attacking these defenders, like I said, if Rune sends, or if the dwarves send some armies and are in there fighting, and then Mordor sends some armies, they might end up attacking each other. So if they don't understand that part of it and aren't coordinated and know to kind of take turns, that could actually work to your advantage. But like I said, the big thing is you would only need to hold out for an hour once they actually start attacking this. So good luck. Good luck to you. It's, you know, sounds like it's a bit of a Hail Mary play. But like I said, if you, I do have a video of that tactic working successfully on the channel. So if you need to check that out, just to see it in action. Yeah, like that's the thing, you know, if you do have people there ready and willing to try and defend, it's worth at least giving something a shot, in my opinion. Even if you don't try that tactic, it's worth trying something to hinder them for that hour. Yeah, you probably did start way too late. You know, it's when you start late in a season, it can be really, really tough. So hopefully next season is just normal and fine. Although, like, I've been thinking about it more and more, and it's weird because I really don't want to play the game with like having access to both good and evil commanders and good and evil troops, because I just think it's a ridiculous concept for the game. I can't see what incentive I'm going to have to unlock evil commanders if I switch over. Like, if I'm playing Mordor next season and I get to use all of these commanders as Mordor, why do I want to even bother unlocking evil commanders? I've got fucking Theoden and Eowyn and Galadriel and King Aragorn and, you know, like, who do I need from the evil side? I'm going to take Theoden and just load him up with wargs and dragoons. You know, Arwen's going to just have a bunch of trolls. Aragorn's going to have friggin' trolls. Legolas is going to have snipers and arbalests. You know, like, this is just going to be stupid. So I mean, again, if regardless of what happens, I guess, I don't know. I'll check it out on Mordor. And yeah, who knows? If I get to run all these guys as Mordor, then woohoo! King Aragorn is good. He's got the same Anduril tree as normal Aragorn, but he brings a heal to the secondary initial skill. He's got LSR here, so recover 160% HP and gains a 30% chance of reactivating, 50% chance of receiving an additional recovery effect. And then he also gets 2 allied units recover HP modified by focus stat, and a 50% chance of reactivating once. And then this just increases the damage that all of your allied units deal. That's about where the good that I have to say about King Aragorn ends. Because his Respect 3 tree is the same as the other Aragorn. He gets Strider, which, it's okay. Nothing to write home about. But then at Respect 5, the other Aragorn actually has a better skill. Like, actually has a better tree. This one, King of Men, first 5 rounds, when your men are affected by Stunner Madness, they receive a bit less damage. And at max, that buff persists for the entire battle. Okay, cool. But if I come into regular old Aragorn here and check out his Hidden Air tree, I mean, this isn't all that great. It's sure skill damage and initiative during combat. Cool. This is the only reason I take it, though. All men gain stun immunity for just a single point. Stun immunity. Cool. Or you get, so like I said, I think he's all right. He gets this heal and increased damage, but I personally think this Aragorn's better. So if you have normal Aragorn and you don't have King Aragorn, don't feel too bad because you've got the better one. Yeah, exactly. Like, to me, that's what makes the entire case for it, is the fact that he just gets stun immunity for all of his men for 3 points, technically, because you need the 2 points into Hidden Air and then the 1 point into Sun and Moon. But again, for 3 points, all your men get stun immunity? Okay. Or you can go with them receiving less damage if they get hit with Stunner Madness. It's like, but they still take damage, and they still get hit with the stun. And as you can see, like, that circles right back to what I was saying in the Evil Commanders, when I said that I usually found Madness to be the more effective of the two debuffs. Between Madness and Stun, if I had to choose, I would usually choose Madness, because I found there were more instances of things like stun immunity on good commanders and equipment than there was Madness immunity. Jesus, my sentence. Do we get a chance to change factions once a new season starts? Do we get to... Oh, Jesus, yeah, I didn't even see that. Just blew right past there. Yes, you do. That's all right, man. I can barely speak, so, it's all good. We'll translate each other. But you can ask King Dead. When I start typing, yeah, you need a translator for that. Autocorrect gets the better of me most of the time. Okay, that's what we were doing. We were waiting for Legolas to finish off that tile, and we're going to send him with this one. But yes, from everything that we know so far about the season, we get to change factions. I wouldn't... But yes, players can choose their faction again every season. I'm not going to delve deep into that again because, yeah. I just hope things don't change. I'll probably join Mordor in Season 2. Seems like Mordor always is super active from all the servers that I saw. And there's probably a reason. I'm wondering if most people did kind of realize just how strong their starting position is. Because, honestly, I think Mordor has the strongest starting position. Like, just for, in terms of defenses. I mean, even still, you can see that Rohan, we've been able to sweep around the back of Mordor, but neither Gondor or Rohan have bothered trying to break through either the Black Gate, which is 30 level 45 defenders and 16 million siege, or minus Morgul, which is also 30 level 45 defenders and 16 million siege. So neither of these are structures that are going to get taken in like the first, few days or a week of a server, which gives Mordor a lot of time to move out this way, take Nirn, take Northern Khand, move into Hills of Rune, and start moving out this way. Which is my suggested start for Mordor now. I made the error with Mordor and tried to rush out here and take over Southern Ithilien real early. And we ended up running into Gondor, and we had like 3 days worth of PvP up here, and then I think a few more days of PvP up here. And then we finally called a treaty and all went back and started actually playing the game normally. But we were so far behind at that point, it sucked. Yeah, our Mordor is almost the same as yours, except for the land they took by PvPing us, and the right green things. And so I'm guessing you're Gondor then, unknown user? Did they come out here and PvP you? Charge! Oh, Rune, okay. So they're a little more expended to the north. Yeah, so they probably moved out. I'm guessing they came out the Black Gate then. Or possibly swept up this way. But yeah, it's funny. I don't know. I had mixed feelings about Mordor at the end of the beta. But the more I've thought about it, the more I've looked at units and things like that, the more I'm just like, yeah, you know what? I really, really like Mordor. Yeah, we'll take them off guard. Screw it. Yeah, they swept out that way. Oh, hey there. Hey, Merc. Merc's joining me over here now. Oh, are we off cooldown already? Cool. Would take us 6 hours to prepare, though. I regret not taking Mordor at this point. Yeah, I regret taking, well, not taking Rohan, but, well, kinda. But Didn't know Rune was going to be this inactive when I first started. The evil men really intrigued me. Yeah. Yeah, it sucks when you get into an inactive faction like that. Especially if you get in late in the season like this where you can't then change factions. You're just kind of stuck with it. Well, I just noticed we've jumped up to 19 viewers here. Welcome to any and all new viewers we have joining us. We got 14 viewers with us on YouTube, 5 with us on Twitch. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to voice them in the chat. If you got questions about the game, thoughts on the state of the game, thoughts on proposed changes coming to the game. Michael L, how's it going? Welcome back. We were talking about some evil commanders and evil troops earlier in the stream. So if any of our new viewers have questions about evil commanders or evil troops, feel free to ask. And we can cover some more of those. Otherwise, we may just be bashing some elven forts here. Yeah, there we go, Michael L. Jumping over to the Twitch. I'd love the option to just agree to join sides, like a unanimous vote, for example. Like instead of warring with Mordor, we just agree to join their side or something. In agreement, we cannot betray them. I've seen, I can't remember who it was, but yeah, I was just speaking with somebody about an idea like that where weaker factions would be able to merge. It might have been Cody, actually, that says, to be honest, I'm not seeing any evil players say they will play anything except Mordor next season. Most of us got crushed this season and want to be together next. Wow, that's going to be hilarious if just like every server is just Mordor and nothing else, and they realize how terrible the rest of their evil factions are and units. And yes, okay, that's what I started to think about that. And yeah, like I said, that was a great idea, I think, where weaker factions could actually team up and form like a new faction. I think it would be really interesting. The first person I interviewed on Tuesday, Cody. Elion was the name I was calling him on stream. Our Mordor dominant server is all splitting up, thankfully. Some going Angmar, some going Rune / Isengard. Ah, that's all good, unknown user. Yeah, I have a feeling you're going to see... Like, I'm pretty sure this Rohan group is probably splitting up. I don't know, though. I haven't really been paying attention to, like, the group's Discord or anything. Charge. Whatever. I probably got to shut that Nightbot up again, don't I? That Nightbot's a liar, isn't he? Stupid lying Nightbot. Although he might not be. I don't know. If that one's not lying, then I guess I apologize to that Nightbot. Yeah, it's never fun being in an inactive group because it's just nothing. You can't be involved in anything. It sucks. That's the only issue with a game based so much on teamwork. I got a few loading screens Is Nightbot talking about that? No, Nightbot was talking about Discord. Nightbot throws out the Discord link, and I'm never sure anymore whether or not the Discord link Nightbot. Oh wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? This is gonna. Yay! All right, I can. Yeah, I'll let Merc take that one out. That way he doesn't bounce. Or no, he'd land on it. I don't know. I can't remember, but I'll do it anyway. Just in case. I still didn't turn the game sound on, did I? How do I do that here? Go in. Whoop. There we go. Now we should have some game sound whenever it decides to make noise. You should add your Discord link to your YouTube video description sections. I should, shouldn't I? Thank you, David Moore. That's one of those things that I'm going to write down. Oh. Discord link. Description. I mean, it's one of those things. It seems like common sense. I don't know. Oh, wow. Hey, oh, no. Why did I hit the X? Yeah, I don't know what Buddy thought was weird about this. Eowyn had marshals, you didn't. That's going to be a loss all day. Yes, of course you can join my Discord, unknown user. Let me just... Okay, I gotta... Where's the thingy here? With the thingy. Copy. And... Wham! Oh, wait! Okay, because I think, I don't know if this actually works. I tried setting this up as a command, but I don't know if it puts out the right link. So, the one that I put in is definitely the right link, though. Yeah, okay. I was pretty sure that, yeah, he wouldn't bounce because we're in the same faction. But again, it was just one of those better safe than sorry things. I was like, whatever. Rip command. Yeah, that's me showing my noobishness again. I'm going to send your video of the Black Gate to the dwarves on how to defend their capital today because we massacred 109 come sitting on Lake Town today. Good call. Because, yeah, I mean, if they had 109 of them, they could have just pulled them all off, let you guys smash Lake Town, and then throw them on. Now, did it take you more than an hour? Like, how long did it take you to get through those 109 commanders? Because if you were able to massacre them that hard, you know, it might still have been a moot point. Because the thing is, you need to be able to hold out for that hour, as you can, yeah, 10 minutes. So, I mean, I doubt it actually would have made that much of a difference for them, King. It just doesn't seem like they had the strength. Eric Ramos, how's it going? Any tips on taking mountainous layers for good faction, and what commanders should be good to use with them? My tips for taking the mountainous layers would be to not as a good faction. The big reason for that is because Fell Beasts can only be recruited by evil factions. So if you really, really want to, use ranged units and somebody like Legolas or Haldir that gives bonuses to ranged units, especially Legolas, who allows like the double attacks. But yeah, to be perfectly honest, Eric Ramos, like I said, Fell Beasts are only recruitable, and they're actually only recruitable by Mordor and Isengard. They're not even recruitable by Angmar or Rune, which is a little bit silly. So there's not really any point in a good faction player taking them right now. That may be different next season, but let's burn that bridge when we get to it. Ha ha ha. Hey AJ, what's your faction power bonus? Let's find out. 56,870. You were close, yeah. Yeah. Not a problem, Eric. I am very, very glad you asked that before attempting it. But same thing for the Eagles. Would be because all aerial units, like all flying units, have this trait here. So they receive less damage from melee units, but they receive an extra 30% damage from ranged units. So, like I said, ranged units are going to just tear them apart. Cody, don't you, LOL, don't you wish that all factions sharing all neutral camps was the only major change happening next season? Okay, if that were the case, if they, like, I would welcome that at this point, to be perfectly, if they're just like, hey, everyone can use all neutral camps. Sure, let's do it. Rock on. Moving forward. Although, like, I don't know if you were with me earlier there, Cody, when I even kind of said, you know, I don't honestly know how to feel now, because yeah, I'm not gonna like the game if this change goes through, because it's not the game that was sold to me type thing, or whatever. It's not the game that I have grown to love. It will be a very different game. But also, like I said, like, sure, am I really gonna complain about having all of these commanders to use on the evil side? It's gonna feel so silly and stupid and broken, but whatever. Best troops for taking Oliphants and best commander. That one I'm not as clear on, just because they don't have the same kind of weakness that you can exploit as Fell Beasts do, because there's no troop or commander on the evil side that deals extra damage to large units. So your best bet is probably focus damage. Just to try and get through this 100 defense, you're probably going to want to load up on focus damage. So like Alchemists, Morgul Arbalests, commanders like Kamul, Shadow, you know, even Agzok or Lurtz. commanders that just put out high damage numbers would probably be your best bet. Also, should we use all the tips we can? So, oh, don't use. Yeah, I saw that, Twitch. Don't you be pulling that crap tonight. You got like 48 minutes left to work with us here, Twitch. Just, you can do it. I believe in you. Oh, look at this guy just going for it, man. He's a trooper. Should I scare him by sending like a Theoden at this mob? It's trying. I think it's trying. Like I said, we got like 48. Yeah, Twitch is telling me it's unstable. Poor network detection or network thingamajig detected. That's cool, Twitch. Just 48 more minutes, man. Just hang on. We got this. You're good. YouTube seems to be doing all right though. Excellent connection. Nothing's going wonky there. Whoa. Nope. Twitch is broken. Yeah, holy crap. But everybody left. You know, if he is starting right now on server 1, he is a heavy spender. Maybe. I mean, that's very possible. Did we have like a... Yeah, I'm wondering, did we have like a whole... I think the stream like dropped. The current... What the hell's going on here? Did we have like a disconnect or something? Yeah, your stream's all just restarted. Okay, well thank you for letting me know that, because I was curious. I was like, what the heck just happened here? Like everybody disappeared. Twitch went all wonky. YouTube was giving me messages. Alright. Seems like we're back though. Well, that was funky. I think that might have been the auto reconnect thing. Yeah, okay, 3 minutes ago my stream disconnected. It attempted to reconnect. Looks like it has. Alright. So, I mean, we're kind of forcing this one. Yeah, definitely. No, I think it was you. You're just blaming the rain now, aren't you, King? You got like some friggin' Trojan horse or like a worm or something in my computer, don't you? It was that Mouth of Sauron video, King. I know it. Alright, so could you repeat your answer to my previous question? It got messed up as you were reading it. Yes. Tips are a great thing to be stocking up on. Doing all the tips you can is, like you said, it's a great source of experience for commanders, especially like new commanders that you may get. It's a great way of getting them a bunch of levels. It's a great way to just keep getting levels for commanders that you're not using. They're also a source of gear, a source of gold, but they also contribute to leveling up your season pass. There's usually a weekly tip limit that you need to hit with that as well. So yeah, tavern tips are definitely worth it. And I would definitely say it's worth doing like the 200 coin or the 200 gem and the 400 gem refresh on your tips most of the time as well. Although I do think they need to increase the respect that you gain for commanders from tips, especially the tier 3 commanders. I understand they want it to take a certain length of time to get tier 3s. They don't want it to be, you know, instant or whatever. But I do think it's just a little bit too slow if you're a free-to-play player trying to rely on tips to be getting the respect levels you need. They also give respect to tier 3 commanders often. This is the biggest benefit for tips. Yeah. And yeah, like I said, David, I do think that's, you know, it's amazing that you can get respect for the tier 3 commanders from tips. I just think that first, like the one issue is that they still have certain tips in there that require certain commanders, like elven commanders and things. There's one that requires, I think, 3 elven commanders for Gilgalad. So you would need to have Arwen, Legolas, and somebody else. And it's like, well, that's like all of them plus a tier 3. It might only be 2, but even still, you'd need to have Arwen and Legolas, which is not an easy thing to get. Andreas Bachos, hey man, I'm thinking of starting to stream. Is it necessary to have an insane internet for streaming this game, and do you need a crazy camera, lighting, etc.? I would personally say no to all of that. Like, you don't need absolutely insane stuff. If you want to chat more about that, Andreas, feel free to message me directly on Discord, and we can have a little chat about that. Because yeah, I'll share what little bit of knowledge I've gained on starting a streaming setup, kind of on the cheap, on the fly kind of thing. It's amazing the stuff you add to your skill set when you start doing this. I mean, there's, as you can tell, pretty much every stream, you know, there's still a ton of stuff that I don't know, and I'm still learning and figuring out, or trying to figure out, hoping to figure out. When you do figure out something new, it's so cool. I felt like 30 to 60 XP seemed really low for tier 3 commanders. Yeah. Yeah, considering you need 9,000 to even unlock one. I'd almost like to do the math, like because I haven't, and it's not, like, it would be terribly hard to do, but, you know, if you were to try and unlock a tier 3 commander, get the 9,000 respect through just tips, how many tips would you actually have to do? I'm in lockdown and want to learn some new things. I've become so bored at home. Thanks, and looking forward to the tips. Yeah, man, no problem. And it's funny, that was one of the things that got me thinking about doing this as well, was being in lockdown. I had been playing the beta, and it was like, well, I got time. I was just, like you said, I was getting so bored just sitting around the house doing nothing. So, and here I am now. I mean, still kind of amazes me. It's happened so quick. At 30 XP each, it's 300 tips. There we go. Thank you, David Moore. Doing the maths so I don't have to. So, I mean, even at 60 XP each, that'd still be 150. That's simple enough maths. I know I'm not British, but I do say maths because I agree with them that the full name of it is mathematics, not mathematic. It's just one of those things. When I learned it, I was like, well, damn. That's logical. I feel like you get one tip every 1 to 2 days about a tier 3 commander, usually 30. So I guess it's a fair thing to say that it's 30 XP every 2 days. So that's, holy shit, 600 days. If you're lucky, that's ridiculous. That's over a year. That's like a year. It's getting close. It's closer to 2 years than it is to a year and a half. That's ridiculous. You would have to play the game for every day for 600 days if we were working at the... That's ridiculous. By the way, if the Hobbits thing is true, I totally want an interview for finding the most OP neutral camp everyone ignores, LOL. Yeah, man, regardless of how it goes. I'm still... I guess I should have probably been talking about that. I did mention earlier that I haven't been quite on the ball this week, and so I haven't been doing my normal due diligence of like reaching out to people, trying to book interviews for last night's stream, what turned into tonight's stream, or tomorrow's stream, which is why there was no interview tonight. And as of right now, there's no interview scheduled for tomorrow. So, if there is anyone that would like to join me on stream for a little bit tomorrow night for an interview, just to share your thoughts on the game, ask you some questions about how you got into it, things like that, then get a hold of me on Discord, and we'll get it set up. Like I said, as most people that watch know, I hold the interviews at around 11:15 p.m. my time. So I'm not sure what that translates to for everybody else. We have had somebody join us at like 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. That was crazy. Was it, was that Xander or Disturbian? It was one of the two. I'm pretty sure. Without my notes in front of me, I can't pull it right off the top of my head. It's an estimate, though. Yeah, I mean, but still. Estimates are good enough. And even that as an estimate is, like you said, it's really insane. It's... wow. And hope it's the same comm every day, too. Yeah, that's the other thing, King Dead. Like, if you get a different T3 comm each day, then it's going to be even... it's going to take you, 4 times as long. 625 now in your country, Joseph? Oh my god. And I'm guessing you're not meaning PM. You probably wouldn't be making a point if it were PM. Oh man. You see, that's one of the things that amazes me about doing this with a game. Like, an unknown user, 6:35 a.m. What the heck are you guys like always awake at this time? And it's just like, hey, cool, I can catch AJ's stream while I'm awake doing my normal morning coffee thing. Like, I hope you guys aren't waking up at like whatever crazy time in the morning to catch my friggin' stream, or staying up all night to watch it. I mean, it's dedication. I can't turn around and tell you to like shut it off and go to bed. Still got 35 minutes. But you're crazy. Have you considered bringing in another person permanently who can match your schedule? It always seems more interesting when 2 people are talking and hosting, i.e. Asmongold and McConnell, etc. It's funny, David Moore. I have actually been thinking about that. Like, would it be beneficial to try and do like a tandem thing? I mean, I've already got at least one person in mind, but... there we go. Look at that. 2:25 p.m. down in Oss. My sleeping schedule is weird. Hey, Yeah, with the way like work hours work or these days, you know, the days of the 9 to 5 job are friggin' pretty well done. So, you know, between work schedules and everything else that life has thrown at us right now, you know, sleep schedules are whatever you can make them. But I usually stream myself in SOS at 9 p.m. to 12 p.m., so staying awake for 4 more hours, it's not bad for me. Oh, okay, cool. You stream too, unknown user? But yeah, King Dead. I mean, you seem to catch on to that. You seem to catch on to that one real quick. So, I mean, we can talk about it if you're down. Because we seem to have a good rapport. I don't know what the chat thinks about it whenever you come on to join, but it is 4 a.m. when you start to stream. So coffee, breakfast, chill time, and then going to work. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. I'm glad I can help you start your day there, Joseph. Hopefully it's, you know, can provide some entertainment, get you in a good mood to start it off if you got to wake up at least that early. Yeah, but inside the game, I won't mention the game because it's not a game worth visiting. The money isn't bad, though. Hey, well, there you go. You've been nagging me for a podcast for many years? Oh, it's years now, is it? Well, yeah, I mean, then let's actually get talking about it. I don't know, we'll hash something out. We'll figure out what's going on. We got to give the people what they want, King Dead. I have the setup and also already affiliated on Twitch, etc. My schedule is open. I might be interested if you want. I own my own business and have an open schedule. Also do a lot of Mathams weekly. Awesome. All right. I was going to start making videos opening 250 Mathams a week. Wow. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, if we could, I don't know, maybe we could get something like crazy and wild set up, but we can start hashing it out on Discord, and we'll figure out where we can go, because the more the merrier, I think. I do agree that it's generally a pretty entertaining time when we can get some people on, having just some casual chats and fun and whatnot. Like I said, I mean, I just started the interview thing as just something, because I was wanting to just bring different stuff to the stream other than just straight gameplay. And so that's why I had thought, you know, I don't know, bring people on for the interviews, do the Commander's Corner thing, you know, where I was talking about the Commander. That's transforming, it seems. But again, it was just kind of an idea, because I just wanted to bring other stuff to the stream than just straight gameplay. Because I feel like, you know, if you guys want gameplay, you can just turn your game on and play. You have your pirate stream Sunday and Monday? You're actually rocking the pirate stream, eh? Nice. Yeah, exactly. You know, it is hard to, you know, if you're at that point where you're just sitting there doing nothing, you know, that's why sometimes you gotta have multiple accounts, as you were doing, just to bounce back and forth and provide different visual stimulation. For me, that's not really true. I enjoy watching gameplay on a high level, knowing I probably will never reach it myself. Okay, well, I'm not offering like high level gameplay right now. I'm offering kind of random gameplay, but so you providing high gameplay, that would be enough for me. All right, well, next season when I'm running, when I'm rocking Mordor, that'll be like a bit more interesting, just because like I said, I'll be more involved in the actual decision making. At least for my warband. But for now, I can show you like 50s, taking out structures, and I want to come at these guys here. So I should be able to take this fort out and get in at that commander. I'm currently marching into the ring to take on the entire Gondor faction by myself, says David Moore. Good job, man. Good luck to you. My gameplay is taking Lake Town in 15 minutes. Sounds good, King Dead. I'm kicking the crap out of elves. David Moore's going to take on Gondor. King Dead's taking on the dwarves. Are any of us evil factions? I just thought about that. Like, I know me and King Dead aren't. I don't think you are either, David. So, I don't think that says anything good. Well, I guess the evil factions have already been wiped out for the most part, so. Or they have been. Yeah, the other ones. Angmar's gone. Rune's gone. Well, Isengard moved. And Mordor's still just doing Mordor things. Could be a cool idea. Oh, I'm the only one. Oh, okay. Well, I have an Angmar account. I'm the only one who made that mistake. Could be cool idea to play with is get people on and maybe screen share on Discord to tell the tales of their server. Ah, okay, yeah, because they could share their screen through Discord and I could share it on here. Because that's one of the things that like I've been trying to do in the interviews is ask about the state of other servers. But that would be a good way of actually giving the visual representation. I did try streaming this on Discord last night, and man, that's a weird experience because like you get your stream, your screen, and then there's a picture of you and then a picture of whoever's joined you. And I was trying to figure out how you would do chat. But I guess you would just chat in whatever Discord channel like normal. So yeah, it was really throwing me off when I was trying to stream this on Discord yesterday. But it is a thing you can do. My server is so funny. The evil factions are having a war of words in chat but doing nothing. The good factions are all fighting each other in world but nice in chat. That's hilarious. State of my server. Everything is blue. God bless Gondor. Yeah, I mean, hey. Yeah. I'm seeing green. And Kermit said it ain't easy being green. Seems pretty friggin' easy to me. Oh, I didn't even pay attention. So, what did this guy have sitting here? Aw. Yeah, that was never gonna win. At least I fought a full Ori. But, wow, like, no damage. How much damage did we do? Yeah, there wasn't many troops, so we wouldn't have done a whole lot. 131. I'll go fight this guy now. Really, King? You're just gonna come in and just... Or Major, not King. Sorry, King. Not you. Major. Major's just gonna come in and sweep out all these friggin' 200s. Nice. It's like, whatever. I don't really care, but... That's what some people do. You'll only ever see them when there's 200s that they can take. What the hell is Theoden doing running away? Did you kill everybody? Yeah? Okay. can show you how to do it. It's not hard. I've lost the context for that one. I'm really surprised you haven't invested more into Gandalf. With the right gear, he is really unbalanced right now. Meh. He's a good commander. But for Rohan, there's no better commander than Theoden and Éowyn, to be honest. So, if I was a different faction, I would have probably put more into him. Stream from Discord. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that would be cool if we can chat about that sometime when I've got some time to do that. But the 300th Spartan is back. And Max Martinez. Éowyn and Theoden broken. Yep. I'm just not really going to argue. You put mounted units on them, and they're just stupid. And I haven't even really gone into any like major secondaries because his main ones are just so good. I did go into flanking. I think I'm one of the only ones that actually takes this, but I think it's fucking ridiculous. This guy, he takes out archers like nobody's business. So, and then even her at level 37, I'm not afraid to throw her at level 50s because she can actually hold her own. She's gonna lose, but she can pull a draw against level 50s. And Max Martinez, imagine Éowyn and Theoden using wargs, using dragoons, using those war chariots from Rune, using the Fallen from Angmar. That's going to be a fun time. Can you go over a Respect 3 Gandalf? Yeah. I'll do it over here. Whoop. Whoop. So, the big change that happened to Gandalf come live was they removed his guide tree from down here and replaced it with Mithrandir, which is ridiculous. For the first 4 rounds, all enemies deal less damage, modified by your focus stat. And then at max, your allied units avoid the first instance of damage. And so that gets around a lot of those first round damage buffs, first instance of damage buffs, things like that. He gets the gray, or sorry, I guess finishing off the Mithrandir tree, which we have to do because this is important. He gets Convener at Respect 0 or Respect 1, like in his base tree here. So for the first 2 rounds, all of your allied units gain initiative, which means they're going to attack first. And they gain a % chance to attack twice each round, which is crazy. You use that with some archers that are dealing like your bow knights or sharpshooters. And then, yeah, they're just dealing way more damage than they would. Free People reduces the damage received by men, elves, dwarves, and hobbits. So, everything that you're going to be using, basically. The gray is a really, really good heal. Great elf. There you go. But yeah, the gray is a really good heal. After he deals damage, one allied unit has a 50% chance of recovering HP, and it increases his focus at max. He gets fleeting movements, so 2 allied units get a % chance of avoiding the next instance of damage. And he also gets blindside. Deals focus damage modified by focus stat and inflicts stun for 1 round. At Respect 3, he gets Wizard. Round 1, against 2 enemy targets, inflicts stun, and defense reduces the defense for 3 rounds, getting extra focus at max. Pipeweed Connoisseur increases his focus by 14% once you get this up to max, which is a pretty nice little boost. But Surge, deal 21.4% focus damage twice. Effect modified by focus stat. Each separate attack chooses a different target. This is definitely worth putting at least 1 point into, because the attacks off Surge will trigger the Gray. So that's 2 extra instances of the Gray having a chance to pop off if you take Surge. Like I said, at least 1 point into it, as opposed to not. So for Respect 3 Gandalf, I would definitely say you want both Mithrandir and the Gray maxed. I would say you want Convener maxed. You would probably want to get at least 2 points into Wizard and 1 point into Surge. And then you could start looking at putting points into things like Fleeting Movements. Get at least 1 point into Blindside for another stun. You could put points into Pipeweed Connoisseur if you want. Or just continue to max out Wizard for the focus and extra defense reduction. At Respect 5, just for clarity, he does get White Council. So all allied units for the first 3 instances of damage received is reduced, and that effect is modified by the focus stat. The damage reduction debuff comes into effect once more at max. And then High Alert reduces the focus, burn, and poison damage received by your allied units. And Champion of Light increases the damage dealt to orcs, Uruk-hai, and trolls. Alright. Yeah, we were going to be... What were we going to be doing down here? I guess if we're going to ban them for 5 minutes, we'll ban them for 5 minutes. What, starting at 12:44 or 12:45. Ban them until 10 to 1. Because I don't know either that or if you hit a button and it actually like shows me a thing somewhere and a timer or something. Or if it is just a thing that you tell me you've done it and I got to honor it. So. But if that's the case, I think it should show you a thing. I think it should too. Whether it does or not, that'll be another story. It won't give a sound notification. Yeah, because I got my... Well, because it won't have a sound thing, or my soundboard's broke. One of the two. But anyway, let's rush in at this one then. We might not even be able to take it down. We could go at a mini one, actually. Yeah, we'll go at this guy. No Theoden, though. We'll give Theoden a little rest. Because I don't think there's any enemy commanders here. No, I know the sound notification things won't work. I had that message pop up again at the beginning of this stream that, at least I thought I did, that the sound element thing, I don't know, wasn't connected properly or something, and I don't know. I've tried refreshing the browser source. I've tried rehooking it. I don't know what the deal with it is. No Theoden it is. Indeed. So I preempted it, and I was just sending everybody but him. Thank you for that breakdown. My Gandalf is built that way. Just wanted to get some clarity. Yeah, no problem, man. Well, I mean, you are a patron, King Dead, so you do get a commander review each month. you got to make sure to be making use of that. I really do think you need to increase the cost of that, though. What does it cost? Oh, wait, there it is. Ban an in-game action. No, Theoden, it is. Okay, so yeah, there we go. It tells me that you've done it, and then it tells me there what in-game action you have banned. Cool. What does the cost? What is the cost anyway? Oh, okay. I mean, I thought 1,000 points was pretty good. Okay, but if you're saying I gotta... Oh, it's really easy to get as a sub. True. I didn't expect to be getting subs so soon, to be honest. But, yeah, so... Alright, I will... It shall be increased for next stream. And sub you get 20% more points. Yeah, okay, I could, and I think I've got, well, I don't know how many points you get, actually. I can't remember what I've set that at. So even as a non-sub, it should be pretty easy to get. Probably. Yeah, I have had no idea on who to use it on, other than Legolas and Gandhi. Well, there we go. We got Gandhi out of the way. I think I need to rehash my patron benefits. I don't know. It doesn't seem like they're being... It doesn't seem like the patrons are taking advantage of them. I don't know if that's just because they don't need to, don't want to, or can't think of things to use them on. But it's just one of those things that I want to make sure that there's actually some value there. So... But yeah, unfortunately, although, let's see if this guy's got any, no, I can't send him. Let's see if this guy's got any commanders loaded up in his settlement that we can beat up on. That'll be some PvP. Probably not, because he's like, oh no, he's 11,000. Alright, he might have some stuff. Well, hello there, Zon. He made it just in time. We got about 10 minutes left. But I mean, as you know, it always ends up running a few minutes over as I ramble on in my wrap up. How are you tonight, though, Zon? Oh, weird. Oh, that's all right. You're here now. How was the NBA? Oh, we had, who do we... Oh, wow. We fought a level 4. Well, that was just no fun. That wasn't very sporting. 2 level 4s and a level 1. Oh, Christ. You got knee surgery, eh? Ouch. Well, hopefully that goes all right, man. Hopefully you recover relatively quickly. What is it, like something like a tendon or muscle or joint? Now there can be a few different things in that area that can go wrong. None of which are fun. Yeah, torn ACL, eh? Ouch. Hey, there we go. Yeah, see, silver linings. I like your attitude there, Zon. You gotta find the silver linings where you can take them, eh? But man, torn ACL. That's no fun. No fun at all. Did you do that playing sports yourself? If so, what were you playing? There you go. See if this guy's got anything worth fighting here. I mean, I like sports, playing basketball myself, but that was accident. Broken ribs, torn knee, elbow problems, and so on. Ouch, man. Jesus. Well, I mean, I'm glad to hear you survived at least. I mean, I guess that's, you know, with all that, it sounds like you might have been one of those ones you were lucky to walk away from. So, oof. Well, it doesn't look like Gump had anything here ready to fight. That's no fun. We will be recruiting Mordor players, so we're leaving the capital for their end of season rewards. They're going to be recruiting Mordor players? Oh, that's funny. Because so am I. Yeah, when I was in high school, I was on the wrestling team in grade 10, and I ended up one day in practice. We had an odd number of people, and when we were sparring, the only guy left that didn't have a partner was this guy that we nicknamed Tubbs. You can probably imagine the reason. He wasn't exactly in my weight class, but I decided, sure, I'll wrestle Tubbs, that'll be fine. And it was all right. I went home, and I thought maybe I just bruised my ribs or something. And no, when it got to the point that, as you said, you can't sleep, you can't walk, you can't be still because you can't breathe. Every time you breathe, it hurts. Every time you turn or twist or bend or lay down or anything, it hurts. Broken ribs are the worst. I hate them. And they can't do anything for it. You go to the hospital and they're just like, yep, sucks to be you. Take some painkillers. Take it easy for a while. So I am totally with you, Zon. I never wish broken ribs on somebody. They're just the worst. Hey, quick question. What should I do with ruins? Those tiles spread around the map. What are they? They are free forts, basically. Free level 4 forts. So you attack them, you reduce the siege damage and take control of it, and then you're able to put, I think it's 4 or 5 commanders in that fort. And so you don't have to wait out the building cost or the building time. You know, it's you just take it and bam. Oh, he basically fell on me. Like I said, this guy was like, we're in grade 10. He was 236, I think, 240, something like that. I was 130, 135, something like that. So like, there was a good 100-pound difference between us. Like I said, he was not in my weight class. And so when we were like resting around, he got me onto my back and decided to just kind of drop on me and pin me. It was uncomfortable. Now, I don't know if the doctor, I don't know, he said they were broke. I don't know if they were fully broke or just cracked. Like the x-ray, he showed me the line, but this was years ago now. I can't remember. I don't think there was, oh wait, no, that was the dot I had just, okay. Well, then that's why, yeah, no, I have a feeling then, like, it's probably one of those things that, you know, I've heard the story growing up that I broke ribs. I imagine they were cracked because I was, like I said, I thought they were bruised. I knew something was wrong when I left because I was in pain just the whole time. But it was when I... Oh, Jesus, Eric Ramos. Seriously, my man, what a champ. Just became a patron. I mean, my heart goes out to you, man. Thank you for joining the team. That is awesome. I will be sending you a thank you message directly for that, and we can chat about your patron benefits. But thank you once again, Mr. Ramos. That is so amazing. Oh my God, yeah, laughing and coughing. Oh, and I'm somebody that, you know, I smoke, I indulge in the pipe weed, and I indulged in a lot more pipe weed when I was younger, and that stuff makes you cough. Oh my God. Yeah, it jump scared me, man. It jump scared me. Like I said, I've got them all turned down to like 20%. I thought that was quiet enough. I'm gonna have it drop down to, I don't know, 10 or 15% next time. And hopefully that's better. I don't know anymore though. I'm losing confidence, guys. So I'm maybe just stop wearing headphones. I'm gonna stop wearing headphones. Deafening myself. But I mean, at least that one, it's like, yeah, no, it's worth taking notice of a patron. Like, come on. They're all worth taking notice of. But we got to get doing the wrap up here. I mean, that was perfect timing there to knock me out of my, kind of a vapor, and I couldn't take any smoke, not coughing. Yeah, oh man. Coughing and laughing with broken ribs. That is it's just so bad. But anyway, I am very, very happy that we were actually able to get this stream rocking tonight, make up for last night's kerfuffle. I hope that it has been engaging, entertaining, informative as always. Thank you so much to King Dead subbing to me on Twitch tonight like a king, and then Eric Ramos joining the team of patrons. That's huge. So I will thank you along with Lady C, King Dead, Cody Reagan, and William Connor, all my other patrons, as well as Unknown User, my very first Twitch sub. So that will always be there as that special little thing. So thank you all. 83K power production. Jesus, you go hard. Well, I mean, I'll be perfectly honest here, okay? Personal power production is only 22,000. The majority of that is coming from faction production. So, thank you, Andreas. And, yeah, not a problem, Eric. I am more than happy to help. That is, that's the whole reason I started this, and it's the whole thing that keeps me going, is just knowing that, I am able to help some people enjoy the game a little bit more. And make some friends along the way. It's always fun. But yes, just for full transparency, all that faction production is not my own. Until next time, everybody, good luck on whatever battlefield you find yourself on. The final transition of the night. Peace out.